Universal Exports Holding AG, Switzerland and Monaco. Present. With today development of ACCRA as a city, and ACCRA greater area, we see a needs for a urban, cheap, non-polluting, fast public transportation. And Universal Exports Holding AG and sub-companies around her have a solution for that. To invest, to build, to own, and to transfer by terms and conditions of a BOOT Memorandum of Understanding. ACCRA Metro Bus Corporation Limited. The monorail public transportation. A single rail serving as a track for passenger or freight vehicles. In most cases rail is elevated, but monorails can also run at grade, below grade, or in subway tunnels. Vehicles are either suspended from or straddle a narrow guideway. Monorail vehicles are wider than the guideway that supports them. Why monorail? Monorails are proven. Each and every day hundreds of thousands of passengers are carried on monorails. Many of the world's transit monorails exist in Japan, 8 of which are full-scale urban transit systems. Others exist in Malaysia, Europe, Russia, Korea, China, Brazil, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, and a few in the United States. Several more are either under construction or in advanced planning. Surprisingly, Walt Disney World's monorail system near Orlando, Florida, has one of the highest riderships of all monorails. Well over 100,000 passenger trips are recorded each day on the 14 miles of beamways, a far higher ridership than most USA light rail systems. Nothing Mickey Mouse about that. The system is there to move people between 6 stations, not just amuse them. Monorails are safe. Whether they are of the straddle beam or suspended variety, modern monorail technology makes derailment virtually impossible. As monorail is elevated, accidents with surface traffic are impossible. Zero accidents with pedestrians or surface traffic translates to no system downtime, less liability suits, and most importantly, a safer public. Street rail systems with grade crossings, light rail, trams, or trolleys, can't approach this level of safety, as any study of accident history will show. Monorails are environmentally friendly. Since most monorails are electrically powered, they are non-polluting. In 2007, the Las Vegas monorail aided in the annual removal of an estimated 3.2 million vehicle miles from southern Nevada's major roadways and reduced emissions by more than 58 tons of carbon monoxide, CO, volatile organic compounds, VOC, and nitrogen oxides, NOx, over the course of the year. Most monorails run on rubber tires and are very quiet. Monorails are the most aesthetically pleasing of all elevated rail systems. Their sleek design blends in with modern urban environments. Quick construction time results in less disruption to the surrounding environments, whether business or residential. Monorails are cost-effective. The Tokyo Haneda monorail has been operating since 1964. This 8-mile dual-beam system is privately owned and turns a profit each year. The Seattle Center monorail, built in 1962 for the Century 21 Exposition, is run by a private corporation. In return for the concession to operate the 1-mile line, the corporation pays the city $75,000 every year. What private business would take on a contract like this unless profits were guaranteed? Profit is indeed an oddity in the transit world, as most transit technologies require enormous subsidies from taxpayers. Building monorail does not guarantee profit, but operating costs are almost always less. Monorails are receiving serious attention from transit planners. Houston Metro selected monorail for its city rail system, only to be cancelled later by the city's mayor. In 2003, Kuala Lumpur opened a spectacular monorail, connecting hotspots throughout the Malaysian city. Okinawa has the newest monorail in Japan, which also opened in 2003. In 2004, Las Vegas opened a 4-mile leg of what could become a citywide monorail system. Mumbai, India opened a new monorail in 2014. No less than 3 monorail systems have been contracted for Sao Paulo, Brazil. In 2015, Daegu, South Korea opened one of the most spectacular monorails in the world. Starting January 15, 2018, the Universal Export Holding AG and sister companies in Ghana, the Universal Exports Holding ACCRA Limited, the Eco Build Corporation Limited are in set-up preparation to start a huge development of a monorail system, and modernization of a public transport and utility services for a greater area of Accra and capital of Ghana, Accra. According to the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Mr. Akufo-Addo, and in direct, private talks with the President and the owner, and the founder of Universal Exports Holding AG, His Excellency Sir Dimitarij Vic Rott-Meyer, Alexander, the project received the full support of the President, Government, and Parliament of the Republic of Ghana from the following reasons.
This multitasking projects in Ghana will develop our nation from a 1980s of lost century to a fast-growing nation of a 21st century. Only the enormous part of the work that this company has mastered, the tasks it put on its shoulder, will create the necessary economic jump for our country. By investing in the creation of a fast, safe, ecologically clean public transport in the capital of Ghana, it will create a 50% reduction in air and soil pollution, and at the same time open new jobs. Only in the transport company, permanent employment will have 16,610 our fellow citizens. The construction company will employ directly 41,972 employees in direct jobs for the construction of the public transport system. Indirectly, there will be employed during the construction of an additional 93,450 people who will as part of the subcontracting company's work off finishing. In addition to the transport of people, this system also provides for the development of the necessary city infrastructure, which has been neglected for the last 25 years, namely alveolar sewerage, wastewater sewage systems, processing of grey and black wastewater and production of natural processed fertilizers and biogas, methane, for industry, households, and small businesses. Delivery through the pipeline of pure drinking water and technical water, for households, schools, hospitals, small businesses, and industry. Expansion and development of cable internet, television, and fixed telephony, for households, schools, hospitals, police, health centers, fire protection, small business and industry. Collecting, transporting, and processing solid waste, and its reuse through recycling and controlled burning. Improving the environment and developing green areas. Improving living conditions through the social housing program, and building them, next to every major metro station. In doing so, Universal Exports Holding will invest in the development of our capital around 10 billion Swiss francs, or 47,102,263,450.35 Ghanaian cedi.
That was a statement of a Mr. Akufo-Addo, the President of Republic of Ghana. Tasks of a Universal Exports Holding: to invest and bring up technology and following companies in Africa, to Ghana. Intamin Transportation Ltd. Liechtenstein, Switzerland, Germany. And Intamin P100 model of a monorail trains. Capacity, 420 passengers. Speed, 85 km per hour. And technological know-how to build elevated tracks in Ghana. Siemens Wind Power Germany. Renowned European manufacturer wind generator, with experience and knowledge. The best generator, the installation power of 3.5 megawatt. Electric power enough for 3,500 households. Mica Solar, Spain. European top producer of a photovoltaic modules, tracking systems, and a fully operational photovoltaic power plants, installations on ground or incorporated in buildings. Installation sizes from 1 till 20 megawatt power or from a 100 till 2,000 households to be supplied by electric power. Tesla Power Pack, United States. Fully operational system for energy storage. For primary monorail operation use. Secondary for a supply of a Ghana national power grid. Tesla Motors United States. For importation and logistics support of a 1175 Tesla Model S, for a taxi service. Mercedes-Benz Germany. Mercedes-Benz minibuses. Capacity 21 seating plus 10 standing passengers. Operations, Meyer stations outside of city center in a proximity of station till 5 kilometers distance. Quantity 450 minibuses. Bus Plus Belgrade, Republic of Serbia, Balkan, Europe. Electronic card system for a public transportation. Easy to use. Charge a card with a 5, 10, or 20 Ghana cedi. By vending machine or at station operator. Pay a ticket to Ghana cedi, for 90 minutes non-stop transportation. Bus to metro, metro to other metro line, metro to bus. For 2 Ghana cedi. To incorporate ACCRA Metro Bus Corporation Limited. To start a planning, permitting. And to start to build. For period of years 2018 to 2020 to be finished. A following lines in operation. The red line, longitude 72.3 kilometers. The yellow line, longitude 11.78 kilometers. The blue line section B, longitude 12.24 kilometers. The Airport Express line, to Kotoka International Airport, Accra, longitude 1 km, and operational on a red line. To put in operation: Blue Line, Section A, B and C, long 29.10 kilometers. Ocean Blue Line, long 51.92 kilometers. Green Line, long 22.25 kilometers. And Delhi to transport up to 1,650,000 passengers in 24 hours. Adding in operation in January 2024. Pink Line, long 14.43 kilometers. Brown Line, long 24.53 kilometers. Delhi capacity up to 1,850,000 passengers in 24 hours. To add in system following lines: Orange Line, long 13.46 kilometers. And Crocovit Beach Express Line, long 16.2 kilometers. With a maximum transportation capacity of 2,550,000 passengers in 24 hours of operation. This system is predicted to be overpassed in 50 years of operation. With a monorail, bus metro transportation will be invested in a cheap, affordable social housing, acceptable for many Ghanaian by price, and high standards of living. FX, better living conditions, low carbon emission, fast build and erected housing unites, counting on a days and weeks, 157-story building give a housing for a 250 families, and it is near zero energy apartment building. Green areas around a apartment complex will produce more efficient condition and quality of living for a people. The future generation of Ghanaians will grow up with a smile on face, each morning. And our children will be proud on our work, and continue in a same direction. To upgrade and make more or even better our past doing. Statement of a President of Universal Exports Holding AG. Sir Dimitrijevic Rott-Meyer, Alexander.
And now the right to remember the golden journey of joint creation of community, friendship, conversation, development in Africa continent. I want all our children, yourself and my, will be with hope and volunteers in the heart, and video to our achievement, as a right to, in a light future. Thank you, for taking your practical time to review this video. And let keeps and protect you Lord. Amen.